Let's talk about the economy. And I know, that word gets thrown around a lot in the news, but we're not going to talk about complex charts and headlines today. We're going to talk about what it actually means for you, the price of your groceries, your job, the money in your bank account. Let's break down how this big picture stuff connects right back to your daily life. So let me ask you a question. Does it just feel like life is getting more expensive? You look at your grocery bill, you fill up your car, you pay your rent, and it just feels like your money doesn't go as far as it used to. It's a feeling a lot of us have. But the real question is, why is this happening? And when costs keep going up like that, it's totally natural to feel a bit of stress. If you're worried about money, I want you to know you are definitely not alone. That widespread feeling of anxiety, well, it's a direct symptom of these bigger shifts happening in the economy. And this feeling, it isn't just in your head, it's a real change. If you think back, for a long time, things felt, well, more predictable, right? Prices were more or less stable. But in the last few years, that's really been shaken up. We've seen prices start to climb, putting a squeeze on all of us. Now, here in 2026, it seems like a common conversation, how expensive things are. And what do we all want for the future? We want things to calm down, you know? We want some stability back. I know, the economy can feel like this impossibly complicated machine with a million moving parts. It's easy to feel overwhelmed. But here's the thing. If we just focus on the core pieces that really drive our day-to-day lives, we can absolutely start to understand it together. So, what is this system, really? Well, at its heart, the economy is just the way that three big things are all connected and how they shape your life every single day. We're talking about money, work, and prices. That's it. Okay, so let's look at the first pillar, money. And I don't just mean the cash in your pocket. I mean the whole system, your bank account, savings, credit, all of it. It's the main tool we have to get the things we need. And when something messes with the flow of money, we feel it immediately. It can make life really, really difficult. And where does that money come from for most of us? That brings us to our second pillar, work. A job is basically the engine of your own personal economy, right? So the health of the job market, whether jobs are available, whether wages are going up, that directly impacts the financial stability of millions and millions of people. And that brings us to the third pillar, prices. This one is huge because prices determine what your money is actually worth. Think about it. Even if you have a good, stable job, if the prices for essentials like food, rent, and transportation keep going up, every dollar you earn buys you a little bit less than it did before. Your purchasing power gets eroded. And here is the absolute key to all of this. These three pillars, money, work, and prices, they don't exist in their own little bubbles. They are constantly interacting with each other. A problem in one area creates a chain reaction that we all feel. It's like a domino effect. This really highlights a fundamental truth. The economy kind of has two sides. On one side, you have the numbers, the data, things like inflation rates and employment statistics. But on the other side, you have the human experience, the stress, the worry, the hope that those numbers create, and importantly, how we adapt to all of it. And that adaptation is a really powerful force. People aren't just passive, we're active. We react, we change our spending habits. We might look for new skills, or we make different choices about our careers. And all of these millions of individual decisions we all make, they actually start to reshape the economy from the ground up. Okay, so now that we have this framework of money, work, and prices, let's bring it right back home. Take a second to think about your own situation. How are these three pillars shaping your personal reality, right here, right now? Understanding where you stand is the first step. So the next question is, what can you do? Where in your daily life can you maybe make a few changes, whether they're big or small, to adapt and maybe improve your situation in this economic landscape? And listen, this isn't just about cutting back on everything. It's about being conscious with your decisions. Every choice you make about how you spend, how you save, how you work, it's you exercising your own power within the system. And those small, consistent actions, they really do compound over time and make a huge difference. The economy is always going to be this landscape of challenges, but also opportunities. And understanding how it works isn't just some academic exercise. It's a tool. It's empowering. By learning to navigate the system, you can turn that economic pressure into personal growth, proving that even when times are tough, progress is always possible.